Hello again and welcome back to Pete's Model Car Customs. This is a bit of an update on the wheels for the yellow Torino. I noticed in the video the other day that there's a sort of optical illusion of the stock wheels, which is this one there, and the turbo wheels that I put on, and there's quite a similarity in the way the patterns are. And I thought, well, this back set had a set of axle covering cones, and I wasn't happy with that. So what I've done is got hold of the other two stock wheels and cut the hubcaps out. And then one's there. Cut the hubcaps out of the. That's not in the picture, is it? I'm so close on that little X. Right, yeah. Cut the hubcaps out of the centre, and then use the other two GT transfers decals to put a GT. If I can just lift that up with a brush, I hope you can see it. There's a red GT in the middle of that hubcap. There's so much dazzle off the chrome. I sort of chromed. I mean, it was chromed in the first place, and I've sort of brushed it down with some green stuff chrome, because I wanted to dull the chrome down, and then a black wash. Then sort of dry brushed it with. And you can see it more on there with the green stuff chrome, so as it wasn't all chromey chrome. I want it to look like an older hubcap and have a bit of variation in the chromium. And then ground down the centre of the turbo wheel to get rid of the axle cover. Knocked off my valve on the way in, but there you go, a bit clumsy there. I did that on both actually, so I've had to make a new valve for each of them. But then glue the GT hubcap into the centre, so as I've got that as the paired wheels now, the stock wheel on the front and the turbo with a hubcap. There's a bit of a close-up of the carburetors. I've got them split apart, and I've just added a bit of detail out of wire for the fuel tube, and a couple of bits of plastic, a couple of Airfix stretch sprue again that makes a sort of hex to give me a nut. There's quite a less detail, so I've moulded in sort of bulges on the top of these, and a little ring over there to add a bit more detail to the accelerator pump. And picked out the nuts and that for these. There again, I've used the ram air filters that came in the thing, but dry brushed them again with chrome. What was it? Yeah, green stuff chrome, to just get it a bit more texture, sort of just tonal sort of texture, you know, sort of thing. So it's just not the toy chrome you get on the thing, and it sort of tones it down. And there again with a black wash into the screen, and linkages to hook up. Anyway, back to these grills. This is the rear grill, and I've tried dechroming it. There's some heavy stuff there, and this is the Mustang cap I'm using off. It seems to have a bad injector mark there, which I'll have to trim out, unless it's a lock. I'm sure it's not a lock. I think that's part of where it was moulded to the sprue. There's some persistent chrome, which I'll get off. But it's the pins and stuff around the back. On the other one that I had been using, I have scraped away quite a bit at the back there. And I think these top pins might infringe. But I'm now down to the final checking of this. I've taken a little bit of flash off that side. And there's a bit on this side as well. It just needs tidying up, and it gets a more equal fit. If you look at that one, then this side has got quite a feathery edge around past the actual raised part of the light fitting. So I'll sand that back down. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's it. Closer look at the underside. And handbrake. I don't know whether this will get in and show the loop exhaust fittings down there. With those I use a piece of square tubing and distort it. Just flatten square tubing and it will go to a nice sort of figure of 8-ish shape that I use for the exhaust mountings. I added a couple of bits of channel up the front there to the suspension just to give it a bit more activity, and where the marks for the pillars were, the round posts, I dremeled that out to a V shape, which is more like the bumper mounts. Close up of all the clamps and exhaust stuff. Bit of dry brushing. I'll get rid of this seam down the engine. The engine still comes out. I've got to sort out all the bottom of that engine. But apart from that, I think that's it for this update. Best wishes from jolly old England. Bye.